Here we are with the conclusion of the red MacFarlane kilt. I didn't take you through step by step because there was really nothing terribly new to impart, at least not to the point of me going, oh my goodness, they need to see this. When I left you, I was agonizing about which way to pleat it. And I was deciding between the green on the white stripe and the black stripe flanked by green and red. And how to put this? I'm impatient with self-doubt. I'm constantly have self-doubt, but I keep it to myself because it keeps my standards up. You know, I'm not so arrogant as to sail right through a decision because I made it and therefore it's correct. But I also get impatient with people that, you know, say for example, Reddit posts, am I the jerk for doing this? Well, no, make up your mind and stand by your decision. Toughen up. Okay, that's enough old man rant for now. In any case, but yeah, so I was stuck, and I wasn't going to walk around and put it out and say, oh, you know, what do you people think? I wasn't going to. Management by committee is ghastly. But so what I did do, I got a bit creative. I got a bit sneaky. I pinned the cloth up in, because you can see what decision I made. I pinned the cloth up, and I left it on the table. I wasn't really being sneaky because I was in the process of pinning it up, and I had a customer knock on the door, and they came in. It was by appointment, of course. I don't take walk-ins, but the customer came in, and after a minute's chat, he turned around and saw what I had pinned up, and he says, "Oh, I rather like that." And I went, "Okay." So I have to admit, that's where I became sneaky because I left it pinned up for a while. I had a second customer in the afternoon, and they came in, and their eyes went straight to it, and they said, "Oh, I really like that." And I thought, you know, without wandering around and asking people's opinion, I'm going to take that as my decision. So I pleated it up like this, and coincidentally, entirely coincidentally, the back half of the kilt shows the other method that I was looking at, and I stand by this method because this is very nice. But at least to my I won't say my jaundiced eye, but I have been doing this for over 50 years ish. This is a bit cliche to me. This is very nice, very many, I think there's 31 pleats, very close together, but it's something I wouldn't look twice at to see because it's what I expect to see. This, on the other hand, I believe is far more eye-catching, and I think it's a much more subtle balance subtle contrast between the apron and the back. So I'm quite pleased with that. This customer is going to be by here in a few hours, which is why I've sort of roused my photographer and asked him to come down and film this. The other thing I did too was, normally I put a tartan top band from the leftover strip of the cloth, but I pinned it up and I looked at it and I thought, it's a bit too Christmassy. It's a little bit over the top in the same way. I mean, I certainly won't stop a client from having a tartan, a pocket square and tartan flashes and a tartan tie. But in addition to the kilt, I think it's just a little bit much. And in this case, less is more. So I replaced, or at least I didn't replace it, but I decided not to do a tartan top strip. And instead I did this, pardon me, this woolen cloth tape, which is normally or most frequently used for garter flashes for the Highland hose. Pardon me. And this is from a very old order. This is 100% wool, and it's sort of an archived cloth. It's something you can't get easily anymore. But I think it's a more contrasting and more pleasing, eye-catching, because this is very subtle. Unless he's in short sleeve order, really nobody's going to see this. But he did say he trusted my judgment, and I've just taken my judgment and run with it. So, pardon me. So there you go. He blue lining. He'll be by in a few hours, and I hope he'll be pleased with it because I certainly am. Thank you.